Hello, hello. Welcome to another live day trading session. Today is August 27th, 2025, and it is 7:29 my time. Market opens in about 20 seconds. Market is selling off today. I was considering taking an SQQQ position. I should have bought in a little lower, like 1760s, 70s. I was thinking of buying now, but with the market the way it is, I'm just going to wait a minute. I'm going to wait for this to sell off and then maybe buy the recovery on TQQQ. Okay, but right now, let's take a look at what QQQ is doing. Okay, trying to find support here. Hope you guys are all having a great day. Hope you can hear me okay, see me okay. This is day 3 of our 5-day series for this week. Markets are continuing to sell off. We do have Nvidia reporting earnings today at market close. So I do believe the markets are going to kind of be a little odd today, to say the least, right? Selling off a little bit. We'll see if it even sells off past this or if it's just going to consolidate today. Could sell off pretty hard down to the moving average. Apple trying to find that support on the moving average. Looking at the 30-minute candle, XPEV is about to break below the moving average. GoPro selling off a little this morning. I did notice UNH popping off very nicely this morning. Was it the 5-minute? Yeah, right on this 5-minute. I alerted the team at 300 that it was going to pop up, and it did. Popped up to 302. Very nice. VIX index is still at a low. It's a very low index still. SPY, everything's trying to correct itself right now. That's why I didn't really want to short SQQQ, right? Possibly go long, but it's still too early in the day. We're gonna wait a few minutes, see if there's some sort of confirmation on the overall market. But right now it is bearish. It is bearish, trying to find support at that 570, 571 level. So let's wait and see what happens here. Very bearish today. Going to alert our team in the Discord that we are live. And if you want to join our team, you can. It's 100% free, lifetime access, and it's the first link in the description below. Done a really good job this week by making some money. Last couple days, actually, 3 days, we've been profitable. Nice swing trade on Monday that we took on Thursday and Friday with TQQQ and GPro or GoPro. And then we traded on yesterday, we traded Sound for a nice little profit right here. You can go back and watch that live stream if you want, and the recap video. I did make a recap video on this last night. All right, Sound pushing up from 12 to 1233. I knew it wasn't going to get very high up though today because this is below that moving average. Anytime it touches this moving average, it gets rejected. So we had a nice little pop up, almost a confirmation, and then it sold off. So that was the closest we got to push above. Now once Sound can get above this moving average, then we can see this really push and explode up to some crazy new levels. And it might even do it today after close. Due to Nvidia reporting their earnings as well. But right now, I'm not really messing with. I don't have any open trades. I'll tell you that right now. I don't have any open trades. But like, I'm also not really trying to get into a trade at this particular moment because the market's very iffy. Bitcoin's at 111,000. On the 1 hour chart, it is riding that 45 EMA down. And as you can see, there is a downtrend. It even lost its support at 111, selling all the way off to 108,000 and then back up to 111, validating that that is a strong resistance now. And we're looking for either a lower low or this begins to push up. So new lows on Bitcoin, 108. All right. XRP, I just saw the first XRP MasterCard. They are being released now, August 25th, 2025. So XRP is now officially a thing. It's going to be a way to have digital currency in the US economy. It's crazy. I'm going to do some more research on XRP and end up doing a video on that as well pretty soon. XPEV trying to find some support right on that moving average. Do you see that? If it can hold above this moving average, we can see some more upward momentum. This will continue the uptrend. If it breaks below it, you better believe XPEV will sell off. UNH trying to come back up and test this moving average again. It needs to get above this to be bullish. If it gets rejected, it'll consolidate or it will sell off below that. So what are we looking for? QQQ still selling off. So SQQQ could have been a good play today. If you believe the market is going to sell off even more, this is QQQ. If you believe the market's going to sell off possibly to this moving average, 569, or lower, back to those lows of 560, then you would probably want to get into SQQQ as the advantage here. If the market does sell off to moving average, it's about 1%. If it sells off to those lows, you're looking at possibly a 6 or 7% profit. Now, if you believe the market's going to recover or make new highs, then TQQQ, it's cheaper alternative. You could be buying basically the NASDAQ market for about $90 a share, pushes up to 95, you're making 6 or 7% profit the other way. So right now, I believe the cost basis is a bit high. It's in this resistance range, so I wouldn't want to go long, but I also don't want to go short because this could very easily recover based on Nvidia this evening, so or when market closes. Nvidia does report its earnings this week. I did let the team know in our weekly economic calendar section this week. Right here you can see Nvidia Wednesday after close. Okay, Wednesday after close, along with Snowflake, CrowdStrike, HP, and Five Below. There's a few others, but the ones on the top have a larger market cap and a bigger influence in the overall market than the ones very low on the bottom. So like BMO is more impactful than Cadeler. Kohl's is more impactful than any of the ones below it. Nvidia, super impactful, followed by Snowflake. And then, of course, Thursday we have Dollar General, Best Buy, Marvel, Dell, stuff like that. Okay, so still a lot of companies reporting earnings this week, but the main one we want to focus on is Nvidia today at close. Why? Because it has an extremely large market cap and it can move the market. If Nvidia sells off 9 or 10%, the market could also move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5%, depending on how aggressive the sell-off is or the push up is. Also, companies like maybe SoFi, companies like Sound, AMD, and those smaller outlier companies are going to have a big effect too. If Nvidia goes up 10%, Sound could go up 20, 30%. If it sells off 10%, then Sound could go back down to $10 per share, $8 per share, right? So a lot of these AI microchip based companies that pretty much rely on Nvidia as the backbone, as the foundation to their company fundamentals, will be a huge impact on the overall market. So if let's see, if we go to daily earnings, look at their earnings. Okay, when they report an earnings, sometimes it will sell off. In this two cases it pushed up. In May, it pushed up beautifully from 87 all the way to $141. Now, NVIDIA is very overbought. Okay, this isn't a technical analysis. We're just kind of watching the market move today and waiting for our alerts to go off. Now, this earnings, the market sold off. And you can see I've been trading NVIDIA for quite some time, in and out. Reported this earnings, it kind of flatlined. In February, they reported earnings, and it already began selling off. It was at this moving average, and then it sold off even more. Paid out a dividend. People like that. They bought more. And this happened in May of 2025. It was already at a low of $86, $90, $100. Right? This is where you'd want to load up. Their earnings was good, and it pushed up, and it's been pushing up ever since their last earnings. From 129 to 184, that's a 42% profit. But if you could have timed it and bought sub 100, maybe you bought at, even $90 even, to where it is now, that's 100% profit. So there's people looking to take profits. There's people looking to get out because this is overbought. It's overextended. I think a short-term pullback could be in play. It could have already been calculated into this. I mean, there's a lot of different variables. But what I'm excited to see is, what does NVIDIA do today? Does it begin to sell off and make new lows? Do we get back down to 168? Does this really sell off and go down to sub 150s, 120s? Again, I'm excited to see what happens. NVIDIA is going to be definitely one of those to watch. All right, let's see. QQQ still selling off, guys. Okay, so I don't really want to take a trade. If the market's going to sell off, there's no point in trying to go long and fight the current trend. Now, what I would want to do is, technically, I would want to trade SQQQ, but there's not enough validation and confirmation that the market's going to continue to sell off. So we're kind of in this period of waiting, and sometimes this is going to happen. The day before, on day one, we locked in profits at around 1:30 p.m. and we took a trade pre-market, made close to $200. Yesterday we took a trade on Sound, locked in profits, what was it, around, was it 10:30, and locked in $61. Locked in $61 on Sound, and that was at 8:14 in the morning, so right when the live stream ended. But this was a beautiful move yesterday. Go watch the live stream or the recap video. We bought pre-market at support, sold when I thought validation was going to be lost, and it bounced right off of this, pushed up to 1280s, and we could have made another 40 cents per share. 50 cents per share, 60 cents per share. Nonetheless, great trade yesterday. The day before that, right, and we called this out because it pushed above this, pushed above the moving average, and anytime it does that, we get some good volume, it's going to push higher. Day before that, we traded GoPro, made $100 very easily. We only invested $1,200, and we sold it at 130. Okay, so this was on GoPro. Yeah, GoPro sold it at 130. Went from $1.27 to $1.40. We're talking cents, and we made some cash. So sometimes it's going to happen where we're just kind of waiting. It's real slow going. We're waiting, being patient. Market is selling off. We already knew that. Look at this big sell-off candle. So I want you guys to be aware the markets are selling off. Now, this could all be due to the fact that it's all being calculated in, right? NVIDIA is selling off. Global market, dollar recovers despite Fed independence jitters, European stocks calm. Also, we have news of Trump trying to fire a Fed governor, which he can't do. There's news about it because of mortgage fraud. I'm sure you guys have already heard. right? It's just insane to me. It is freaking insane to me. Just trying to pull up the picture that I was talking about here. Is it in here? My announcements section? I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. Oh yeah, markets are selling off hard. This is exactly what we want to see, guys. It's exactly what we wanted. We want the market to sell off. Markets are selling off. The markets. Guys, let me know. Tell me hello, good morning. If you guys have a company that you want me to watch or check out while we wait for the markets to sell off. I was still looking for that picture I saw of... Oh, well, it doesn't matter. Either way, not looking good, guys, for the market overall. Waiting for it to possibly catch a rebound on the market. I would love to see that. That is possible. I was looking for that. I guess I could just Google it, right? Google it. Trump to fire. Yeah, here we go. Let's look at some images. Do not go to images. Just kidding. Trump seeks to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook. And he wants to fire Lisa Cook because of a mortgage fraud, but apparently she had a second primary property, and that she only stayed in it for 2 weeks or something like that before moving. And of course, you know, you have to be in it for at least 1 year in most cases. You have to be, if you're gonna list it as a primary residence, I believe you have to live in it for 1 year, or you have to live in it for 6 months out of a year. I think both of those apply, or one or the other. You know, let me know your thoughts on that. So, you know, that doesn't help. And you just Trump's just being an idiot. He's being an idiot. He knows he can't do it, but he's gonna try to anyways. And this is scary because if he was able to control the Fed like that and just fire people at random, I believe people would think the whole system would collapse. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy. So, Chairman of Federal Reserve. I want to show you guys this picture. He looks mad. Chairman of the Federal Reserve Jerome Powell speaks with Lisa Cook, member of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve, as he chairs a Federal Reserve Board meeting in Washington. Now, this is June 25th, so it's just a picture, but this news was today. This was literally today. President Donald Trump speaks to the press during a bilateral meeting with South Korean President Lee Jae-myung in the Oval Office of the White House in Washington. That's where that picture was taken, I guess. Oh, right here. Trump's efforts to fire Fed Governor Lisa Cook likely headed for Supreme Court. President Donald Trump attempted removal of Lisa Cook from the Federal Reserve Board of Governors sets the stage for a consequential legal battle likely bound for the U.S. Supreme Court. Crazy, right? Isn't it crazy? What is this guy thinking? What is Trump thinking? Meme coins and trying to fire people on the Fed? I mean, this guy is insane. He's insane. Markets are selling off, guys. I'm cash heavy. I'm very cash heavy. This is one of the reasons why I don't like investing in overhyped markets. I mean, these markets are so freaking overvalued. It's insane. I thought 541 was overvalued and it flatlined at 541 for December to February. For 2 months, it could not get above 540. Then it sold off to $401 and then pushed all the way back up to 580s. Insane. And guess what else? Nvidia looks just like it. Nvidia looks just like it. It couldn't get above 138, 150 for a long time, and then it sold off to 86 and pushed all the way up to 184. Also, guys, we're in a bull market where retailers are now, there's more retailers invested in the market than institutional investors. So do the retailers know something that we don't? Is this all being artificially inflated? Is there just that many new investors that we're just pumping that much more money into the market now than ever before? I believe so. I definitely believe so. All right, are we going to get our reversal? Possible reversal here on TQQQ. Get ready to set up here. We're going to take a look. See this? It's all horizontal patterns. This is all horizontal patterns, guys. These are very easy to identify. When it gets above a certain level, it's going to break out, and when it gets below a certain level, it's going to break down, right? Break out, break down, right? So I believe we're kind of coming up to that area here. Obviously, there was some support there. There was some support here at 89. I mean, you can say there's a lot of consolidation around 89. Yeah, 89, 88, 50, something like that. There's a lot of consolidation. And then, of course, this moving average also plays a part in that. But as you can see, when it begins to flatline and curl over, we start getting this bullish move here. Then when it starts to curl over this way, we get that reversal, it gets below it, and we sell off for a time being. So, again, we're at that threshold. We're above it. We're struggling to maintain above it. And right now, we're coming up to a crucial level here. What's going to happen today? Is Nvidia going to really help to crash this market, or is it going to help to push the market up? And I do keep emphasizing that, but I mean, we're, what, maybe 20 minutes to 30 minutes away from seeing some dramatic moves, and maybe nothing happens until close, which is at 2 p.m. today, my time, 4 p.m. stock market time. So I'm very curious to see what happens, guys, but overall, not looking good. Now, remember, this could all be factored in. All this sell-off could be factored in for today's earnings, because they do report earnings at market close. And like that, just like that, we're almost at 30 minutes. 30 minutes of live streaming the markets goes very fast. And at one point, I believe we had almost 10 members, 10 people watching at the same time, which is pretty good. I remember when we were live streaming a couple months ago, before I took my summer break, I mean, we were 20, 30 people at a time. We were pushing. We were getting up there. So I'm sure with the consistency, showing up every day like we used to, we'll start to build up those numbers. And we'll start seeing some major improvements. So I'm excited to say I'm looking forward to that for sure. All right, UNH, very nice. From 300 to 305, a quick $5-6 move per share. 100 shares on this would have resulted in easily $500 to $600. Now, of course, 100 shares at 300 would be 30 grand. So there's also that. That's why I like to focus on some of these smaller companies. Sound would have been a great setup. 1209 to 1233, 25 cents, 100 shares. You're looking at $1,200 investment, and you're looking at walking away with, $25 to $30 on the day. I made 66 yesterday. Same move, same amount. Nothing crazy. 100 shares, or 200 actually, technically, and then that's where we were able to lock in some profits. So not too bad at all. SoFi would have been another move when it sets up. You know, we can see a nice bounce from 25 to $26 per share, $2,500 investment, $100 in profit. So, you know, you don't need a ton of money to make some money, but you do need a little bit of money to get started. So, hope you guys enjoyed this video, this recap. Remember, trading is risky. Trade at your own risk. This is not financial advice. Do not copy my trades. And at the same time, I'm just a guy who likes to trade stocks in his room and show you what's working for me. My trading style is not the only way to trade, nor should it be. Find your own trading style and method to make money, but start by learning different methods and then figure out which one works best for you. Hope you guys enjoyed. Follow me on Discord or join our Discord team so you can get these updates when I do make a trade today, when the markets begin to recover, etc. I'll keep you all to date on that action. Again, I appreciate your time. Like always, smash that like button, and we will see you all in recap video later today, or helpful video if I don't make a trade, and then of course tomorrow's live day trading session, day 4 of our 5-day part series. Hope to see you in tomorrow's live stream, and you guys have a great day.